Hey Saints, welcome to another week of SFHS Today. I'm Tim.
And I'm Dylan. On Tuesday, Knowledge Bowl had their first practice and River went out to get more information.
Knowledge Bowl is basically Team Jeopardy! You have a team of around 4 people, sometimes 5 or 6. And the judge will read a question, some kind of trivia question, and you buzz in on a strip. And you have 15 seconds to answer the question, and if you get it right, you get a point. If not, the other teams can answer the question.
Knowledge Bowl kind of teaches you how to answer quick questions and not really have to think about what you're doing, but it also helps you work together with people and take different ideas, put them together, and get the best answer possible.
So for practices, they're on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They start a little bit after school, I think 2:45-ish, and go to 4:15.
So in a Knowledge Bowl meet, start out with a test, and you'll go through a 50 to 60 question test. You'll get an hour for that, and you'll have your whole team to work on it. It's a multiple choice test. From there, you get placed in different rooms, and each room has 3 separate teams that compete against each other. These are called the oral rounds. The first one's the written round, those are the oral rounds. So you have 4 of those, and in each of those there's 45 questions that you answer and get points for. That'll help you move up and down in rooms throughout the meet.
This year we just got our new coach, Miss Heitzman, and we haven't really had practice yet, but I really like her so far, and she seems really nice.
Thanks, River. In other news, the Plan ACT was taken by sophomores on November 3rd.
Earlier this week, a few of our students went down to the XL Energy Center for We Day. Chu and Kevin went to get the first-hand experience.
This article I saw, it was of a boy. His name is Iqbal Masih, but his life was nothing like ours. Iqbal was sold into slavery at 4 years old. But Iqbal was able to get away, and he started speaking out, telling people what had happened to him. Iqbal was killed. He was shot for speaking out. This is not okay. This is injustice.
Your help, and we know when we all take action, we can truly write the future. We can be heroes. Because we are powerful.
I thought, okay, this stinks, but I can do this. Like, it's not gonna be that tough. And I was really wrong. A benefit that I got out of the connection was when I really didn't know what to expect, she helped guide me kind of know what to expect.
And I really enjoyed being there for him too. Someone to lean on when things.
I found somebody who knows what it's like, somebody who's gone through what I have. Daniela, you're my angel. Thank you for staying by my side.
How was We Day this year?
We Day was amazing. I had a lot of fun, especially when Sierra came out. I started to cry. It was the best moment of my life. I love Sierra so much. I couldn't be any happier.
What did you learn from We Day?
I learned that I need to be more given. I feel like I don't volunteer a lot, so I need to do more volunteer work to help my community out and to help those people who are in need of stuff.
What was We Day about?
We Day was about a movement. It was about a movement from helping others. Not just thinking about yourself, but thinking about me to we. Nowadays, people are they're too concerned about social media and all this, that. But if you can actually utilize social media to make a revolution, it's considered We Day.
Can you name some celebrities that you liked?
Yeah, actually Sierra. Sierra was a good dancer. And I like Nico, but Sierra was like an inspirational dancer. I think. I don't know, I was dancing every time she was dancing, and I got the crowd to just start dancing, and it was pretty fun.
Things get hard.
Just trying to inspire people that no matter what happens, you can keep going.
The fall play opened last night, and they performed during hours 1, 2, and 3.
Heading over to the health field, we have Elise and Emily with some information on recent health screenings.
So the reason we chose to do health screening here, the health teachers and administration, is because we want kids, adolescents, to be able to know what their numbers are. So they look at blood pressure, blood sugar, they do cholesterol, waist circumference, and body mass index. And a lot of times kids your age, if you're well and healthy, you wouldn't necessarily know those numbers, so it's a good way for you to know those numbers. Anybody that has health class this trimester, and it will be offered every trimester this year. Alina has a grant from Connexus Energy, so Connexus provides Alina with the funding to be able to come and do it. So you'll have your blood pressure taken. They'll do a finger stick, which is very, very brief and painless. Hurts a little bit, but to check your cholesterol and your blood sugar, and then they'll do waist circumference, and then you have to get your height and weight so they can look at body mass index.
Next week, there will be a food drive from November 9th through the 18th. As always, the class with the most food brought in wins a Subway party. Student Council sponsors the event to gather food for the Anoka County Food Shelf in preparation for the Thanksgiving season.
Everybody, I'm Miss Cascade and I work with Student Council. We have a food drive. I don't know if you realize this, but the food drive is starting on Monday, November 9th, and it goes into Wednesday, the 18th. We want to have as many items brought in per person as possible. Let's aim for 5 per person. You could do 5. Find some chili, macaroni and cheese, soup, whatever, just for our students and their families. And the remainder would be brought to the Anoka County Food Shelf Mace. So we want to have people bring as many items as possible, and just for fun, because competition can be fun, there is a competition between 4th hour academic times. And so the class that brings in the most items per person will win a Subway party sub prize. So that will always be fun, plus you have bragging rights. Actually a traveling trophy that we're going to start this year, so like say Miss Morehouse Olson wins it. It would say Miss Morehouse Olson 2015, food drive winner, and then next year if it goes to Mr. Hackbarth, 2016 winner. So we're looking forward to great participation. Our goal is at least 2,000 items, but I bet we could get 4,000. So let's do it, Saints.
On November 12th at 7 p.m., the St. Francis Community Drug Awareness Group will be hosting a drug forum in the PAC. Hear more for information.
The forum is an event for the entire community to come and learn about substance awareness. This year's forum is going to be an edutainment opportunity. Our speaker is from Boston. He's a professional speaker, and he will do illusions, magic, and talk about substance abuse. So it's for the entire community, parents, students, everybody. The forum's going to be on November 12th at 7:00 p.m. There will also be, during the day at the high school, there's going to be a presentation, but that presentation is not going to be exactly the same. There will be some things that are repeated, but it won't be exactly the same. And then the middle school will also have presentations in the afternoon, and again, those won't be exactly the same as what the evening forum is. The people presenting will just be Robert Hackinson, who is the speaker. We'll have a short blurb at the beginning of the forum that will talk about what the SFCDA does and who our sponsors are, and about the community and things like that. I think everybody should attend with their parents. All students should attend, students from 6th through 12th grade, and all students who do attend are going to be entered into a drawing. That evening, when you get to the forum, you will get a ticket. They'll mark your name off a list. We'll have a list of all the students. They'll mark your name off the list, you'll get a ticket, and at the end of the forum, we're going to draw a name, and we have purchased an iPad, and the winner will get to take that iPad home with them that night. So all students should come because you have a great chance at winning an iPad. This event is sponsored by all of the fundraising that we've done in the past year. Our fundraisers include an ice fishing contest that we do in February. This year it will be on February 20th on North Lake. We have done a golf tournament the last 2 years, but we're not going to continue doing the golf tournament anymore. And then we do a 5K. And so the sponsors of the golf tournament and the 5K and the ice fishing contest, all of that money has been put together towards this event. And most of those sponsors are the local businesses. We have County Market, Village Bank, Lori Gerhardsen with Get Fit by Lori, Mansetti's, Printing Unlimited, True Cut Lawn, Advanced Automotive. There's a whole list, but it's mostly all of our local businesses, and the businesses in the community have been a huge support to the SFCDA.
Today, we will leave you with the 5 minutes of fame. Jared Carta is the mastermind behind the SFHS Lunch Twitter account.
Well, I always wanted to know what was lunch the day before, maybe like pack my lunch, or just to know during the day so I could prepare and know which line I'm going to. Started like the 3rd day of school and just been keeping going. It's sometimes I don't know, I'll just think of it the night before or anything like that, or the day of. Like I'll ask people, what's a joke that has to do with like mozzarella sticks or something like that. Maybe until graduation, and hopefully pass it down to some younger kids. Hopefully they can keep it going. I don't know, a lot of changes, but maybe add a little bit more choices. Possibly make like a burrito line or something like that, or have some other line besides main line and grill line.
Stay tuned for weather and the random question thing, and don't forget sports.
Hey Saints, this is weather. Today it's going to be a high of 47 and a low of 31, partly cloudy.
Saturday we have a high of 46, low of 33, and sunny skies.
Sunday is going to be another sunny day at 57 degrees and 39 is the low.
Have a great weekend, Saints.
It's the random question thing. Ding.
Boxing.
I was a dead man.
I was an MMA fighter.
An insane psycho killer clown.
I was a representative of the Gay 90s Strip Club. I wore a rainbow jean hat, a very, very, very small and slimming jean jacket that was also rainbow, and it had matching pants, but because they were my sister's when she was 13, they didn't fit me, so I wore like purple parachute pants and also a black white beater.
I was a black Power Ranger.
I was a doctor.
My husband and I dressed up as a 50s couple.
I was a Day of the Dead person.
I was the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters.
Good afternoon, Saints. I'm Lucas Phelps.
And I'm Bo Blansky.
And this is sports.
Winter sports are right around the corner, and the wrestling team, boys and girls basketball, and as well as the hockey teams have had captain's practice all week.
All week we have captain's practice and we go to open gym.
This year we're hoping to compete for a conference title again like previous years and hopefully make the state again 3 years in a row. So those are our big goals this year.
We've been practicing all summer and conditioning a lot.
We were training about 4 hours a day to do well at sections and go to state.
We've done a lot of skating this past week, captain's practices, a lot of skill work. Win. We want to have a better season than we did the past couple of years, try to go 500.
Well, there's open gyms right now to shoot around, and then we have fall ball and St. Michael just to prep to go.
Well, I play summer basketball,
like AAU, so that helps me prepare, I guess. And I go to open gym.
At least just to work harder than before, since all of our seniors left, to at least like win the first section game.
I don't know, I think we'll just be pretty good. It'll be different though because we lost some players last year, but I think some people will step up, make a difference.
Right now we are at captain's practice, and for the summer we started our weightlifting with wellness.
We have a lot of returning guys, so we're hoping to go over 500 and make a run at state.
Well, we've been running captain's practices and been doing morning runs, working on more in the conditioning.
Lots of us have been doing off-season camps and tournaments, all that good jazz.
Take the team to state and place at the state tournament.
Yep.
So we originally had a coach, but due to her other job, her availability was taken.
There was a couple parents that would be willing to step up, and then we have like some temporary coaches that would be willing to do it once or twice a week, but as of this point, I guess we don't really know. I think it's a little ridiculous because our season starts in 4 days and we don't have a coach, so I think somebody should have taken this into consideration a little before today or last week. And I know like they put in effort to do that, but
Gymnastics has always been kind of a lower priority sport. I mean, we don't really even have a place to practice.
Dance has also started up their season. Here's Mel with more information.
How do you think the season will go?
I think the season will be a lot better. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a lot more improvements over this season throughout all of our teams since we just added a new team this year. So I think it's going to be a good season. I'm looking forward to being a coach this year and not be like actually like a dancer. So it'll be a new perspective for me and just like seeing all the dancers grow and become better. So.
Years.
I had no dance experience prior to dance team, so I was on dance team from 8th grade until my senior year. So.
I'm looking forward to competitions.
I'm looking forward to cheering on our new B squad.
Probably competing against the teams that we won last year and seeing how good we get. So.
I'm looking forward to seeing how our placement is going to be because I think our team has improved a lot.
Getting first place.
How does it feel being a captain?
I feel like being a captain is really rewarding. I feel like I worked really hard to become a captain, and it feels really good that like the younger girls on the team look up to me. I've been dancing since I was 2, so about like 13 or 14 years. I think the season's going to go really well. We have like a lot of goals that we really hope to fill. One of our huge goals is to be conference champs this year, and last year we're close. So I think if we like consistently work hard and like push ourselves, I know we can like do it.
Boys and girls basketball as well as hockey have tryouts next week.
The wrestling team will have another week of captain's practice, then they're going to get things rumble and tumble on November 16th.
That's all we have for you this week, Saints.